Hi guys, this is Shazay, and today I'm going to tell you how to set up Voki for your CRM. So you are right now on the setup guide, and once you press setup guide, you're watching this video right now, and I've actually briefly documented what you have to do, but still you need to watch this video to how to set up all of these things. And so first of all, the prerequisites of Voki, of actually getting Voki, is that you must be having all the calendars ready that you'll be connecting with Voki within your sub account. Secondly, you must be having a phone number within your CRM that you will be connecting with Voki. So whenever you call that number, Voki would pick up. Now, first of all, as soon as you install, you'll have to go to AI agents. Once you go to AI agents, you'll have to go to voice AI. Once you go to voice AI, you'll see Voki here. Once you go to Voki, you'll have to customize these agent details according to your business. Like, thank you for calling XYZ Clinic or XYZ Business. And you'll have to customize the prompt a little with your business as well. But this is right now with Voksica Clinic and stuff like that. Voksica is our company. Now, what I have to go through first is these actions. Okay, so there are two premium actions: check customer and check time. What check customer does, whenever someone will call, it will check if the caller is an existing customer or new customer. If it's an existing customer, it will greet them with the name, and it will avoid taking the name, email, phone number, etc. And if it's a new customer, it will take this information and add them within the contacts. And for the check time, this is when during the call, what it does is it actually, whenever someone says, hey, I want to book an appointment for James Daniel, it will check the calendar of James Daniel and extract two free slots, two very close slots to that day, and say, hey, we have Tuesday 2 p.m. available and Wednesday 4 p.m. available. What time suits you well? And a person can book an appointment within those slots, or maybe recommend or request another slot that, hey, I want to go for Tuesday 10 a.m. Can you check that? And it will check if that particular slot is available. If it's not, it will come back with the closest available times to the requested slot. So, but these two actions both are premium actions, and the team will have to set it up for you guys. So for that, you'll still have to go to your starting page, go to Voki again, and press unlock premium and fill out this form. And you'll also have to give us the access to your CRM. So that's what you have to do for us to set it up for you guys. And these are the pricing for the premium actions. Now, getting back to the other actions on which you still will be able to book appointments in the multiple calendars, but you won't be able to check if that very slot is free or not. So if there is a booking already within that slot, it will double book it, but still it's a great value that you'll be able to book appointments in multiple calendars. And then you'll be able to create tasks. That would be a ticket, basically, that if someone calls and asks a question that the AI agent does not have within the knowledge base, it will create a task for the team, for your business's team, that, hey, reach out to this person. He had this question I wasn't able to answer, and contact that if someone comes in and it's a new customer, it takes in the information and creates a contact. Now, if you guys are using premium advanced features, then you do not have to change much in the prompt. You just have to personalize it with your business's persona. But if you guys are using basic free template, then you'll have to go to your setup guide and copy this main agent prompt and go back to your agent, remove this prompt and replace it with the one you just copied. And now you'll have to customize this practitioner schedule. Now, either you have different calendars for services, or either you have different calendars of people. You'll have to tell the schedule of, maybe some doctors just work 2 days a week, some doctors work 5 days a week on particular slots. So you just give those slots here that, hey, this person works 9 to 5. So anyone comes up with, hey, I want to book with James Daniel for 6 p.m. and his schedule is 9 to 5. So the agent should not go through the hassle to try and book the appointment and come back that, hey, I wasn't able to book the appointment because the time slot isn't available. So what it should do is, it should already tell that person that, hey, his time slot is 9 to 5. You have to choose a slot from this time. So this is that, and that's it. That's what you have to do within the prompt and customize it a little according to your business. Then here in the actions, now these are 3 actions. What you have to do with these actions, you don't have to change anything in the contact. You do not have to change anything with the task yet. You have to change something within the book the appointment one. Once you go in the book the appointment, there is a parameter set up with name, practitioner, and what correct from the conversation. Now here, this information, if I put it in a notepad, you might be able to see what is here still. Well, so here I've just said the name tags for each calendar are as follows. So what we have explained here is that, well, you still see the same thing in the notepad as well. But yeah, what you will put is that whatever names of the calendars are, let's say it's James Daniel or maybe whatever it is, you just have to put either underscore or just remove the underscore. There shouldn't be any space in between. You just have to choose it this way and just allot a tag to every calendar and just put this here. So what is the reason? The reason is that whenever someone chooses that, hey, I want to book an appointment with James Daniel, this parameter will send James Daniel's name to I'll tell you where it will send the data, but it will send to an inbound webhook. So that's what we have to do. And so just if you have like 3 calendars and the person's name is James Daniel, just put James underscore Daniel William underscore Anderson, or just put the single name as well, because there's no space as well. So you can do that as well. But yeah, that's how you'll have to, and just give one as an example. And other than that, you do not have to change anything. Once you do this, it's done. Now what you have to do is you'll have to go to automations. Once you go to automations, you'll have to create 3 workflows for each of these actions. Now just first of all, create a folder, name the folder Voki. Once you do this, go to Voki, create a workflow, and you'll have to create the workflows from scratch. Now, one more thing, just open 3 tabs, and all of these tabs should have, just do it again, just go start from scratch. Go to automation, start from scratch. Again, go to automation, and go to start from scratch. So now you have 3 tabs opened with 3 workflows that are you're starting from scratch. Now, for the first one, name it, you'll have to name it, let me just open. Yeah, you'll have to name it whatever you want to, but just to keep it organized, just name it create task. Name the second one add contact, and the third one book appointment. Book appointment. Yeah, that's what you have to do now. Do this step for all of these workflows once, and then we're going to go one by one on each of them. So first of all, press the add new trigger button. Go to search inbound webhook, open inbound webhook, and press the button fetch sample request. Do the same for the second one as well. Search inbound webhook, fetch sample request. So search inbound webhook, fetch sample request. Once you do this, now what you have to do is go back to the create task one, or you can start from any order. But now this one is for create task. So you just copy this by this button. You copy this URL. You go to your agent and find the task create one. Go to task create one and remove the URL you already have there because it won't work. And put this URL here and remove the HTTPS because there's already hard code HTTPS already there, so you have to remove it from the URL, and just press test webhook and initialize action. Once you press the test webhook button, you will see that once you go back to your scenario or the workflow you're creating, you will see a payload here. You select that payload and press the save button. That's all you have to do for now. Just do it for all the 3. Copy this. This is the add contact one. I go back to the agent, go to the contact add, remove the URL, paste the new one, remove HTTPS from here, test webhook, initialize action, done. Save it. Do the same for the book appointment one as well. Copy the new, go back, book the appointment one, remove HTTPS, test webhook, initialize action, save, done. Now go back to the others as well. Select the payload that you have received here, save. Select the payload you have received here, save. Now let's start with the create task one. Now for the create task one, once you press the save button after selecting the payload, this will pop up. The create contact one will pop up because that's the necessity that one contact should be within the workflow. So what you do is you go to add field, select field, and you go to phone and press this tiny button here. Go to inbound webhook trigger. Go to query parameters, params, whatever is written here, and select phone. That's what you have to do for the create task one. Right now we are creating the create task one. And once you do that, press the plus button, go to add task, select add task. And here in the title, you can just write customer query. And in the description, you can write, you'll have to press this button, go to inbound webhook trigger, query parameters, and then just select query. And you'll also have to select the due date as well, whatever you want to. Just press now or day 2 or whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. You can hide it in the task as well. Just save and then save it and publish. Now go to the add contact one. Now for this one, you don't have to do the create contact one, but you'll have to go back and you'll have to choose a find contact one. Once you do the find contact one, add field, put the phone number, because we'll be finding them through the phone numbers. Maybe that person is already within the CRM and we are still, maybe the agent was forced to add them within the CRM. So we just check if they're already in the CRM. We do not try to add them. So we just put the phone number here and we save. Once we do this, it'll show up like this, and you'll also see create contact here, but it would be under contact found. So you'll have to remove it. You'll have to move it, move action, and move it under contact not found. So if a contact is not found, then we'll be creating a new contact. And what we'll be doing is we'll be putting the full name of the person, whatever we have collected from the agent, and I'll just put name here. Then we'll go back again, and now I have to put the person's phone number. Then I'll select this inbound webhook. Inbound webhook is the data we have received from the agent. Now I'll choose phone here because I have to fill the phone within the phone field, and then I'll choose email. I'll choose here inbound webhook, query parameters, and I'm just choose email. Once this is done, save this, publish it, and again save it because you'll have to publish. Once you publish it, you make sure you save it after you publish it. Then you'll have to go to the book appointment one. For this one, just keep the create contact one. Go to phone, again, inbound webhook, query parameters, and phone number. Once you do this, save it, just publish it already so you do not forget to publish it. And once you do this, you have to choose GPT powered by OpenAI. Once you do this, choose GPT-4, and now the prompt. You need a prompt here. Now for the prompt, what you have to do is you go back to your setup guide, getting started to guide. Once you go here, go to setup guide. You are already here, I think, and here you see the copy prompt button. Once you press this button, the prompt has been copied within your clipboard. Once you do this, go here, paste using Control V. Now here, what you have to do, you have to customize a time zone as well within the prompt. This prompt. So what you have to do is everything is already there. What you have to do is you have to change that. My time zone is like I have a Eastern time or the +5 one Pakistani time. You have to change it with your time zone, the +5 or whatever here it is written. Just change it. If you're in New York, it's probably -4 -0400. So whatever it is, I'm just going to change it right now as well. -0400. That's it. So that's what you have to do with both of these. Okay, here as well, put the time zone you're working on, and yeah, I just have to confirm Eastern time in ISO format. It's -4, yeah. Okay, so once you do this, now you'll have to go for if else one. Now create a condition. For the condition, just name it whatever the people you have. Like I have Matthew, Robert, to check who are we booking an appointment for. And here what we'll be doing is we'll be going to the inbound webhook trigger, query parameters, patient's name is whatever their tag you chose. For Matthew Robert, it was Matthew Robert. And once you're done with this, you'll have to add each of them like this. James, Daniel, select, go back to inbound webhook trigger, query parameters, practitioner. So you have to choose practitioner here. Is Matthew Robert, is James Daniel. And you make sure that you're taking care of the uppercase and lowercase alphabets as well. And duplicate the branches. You can just duplicate the branch to how many people you have. And once you do this, just change the name of the person. So like the third one I have is William Anderson. And what I do is practitioner is William Anderson. You have to make sure that whatever you put here is basically the thing you actually added here, the name tag you added here. So it will check whom did you actually did it for. So I just put William Anderson here. The fourth one is Amelia. I just put Amelia because the tag is also Amelia. And then there is Catherine Jackson. Pasting it here. Then there is Olivia, and I just put Olivia's name here. That's it. Save it. I have plenty of conditions here. Okay, once you set up the conditions, now for each of them, what you have to do is you just have to go to here and choose the book appointment. Now it's under Matthew Robert. Let's say the person actually chose Matthew Robert to book an appointment with Matthew Robert. So just select Matthew Robert. Now for the start date time, I go to dynamic. I go here in this button, pressing this button, go to GPT powered by OpenAI, and whatever response GPT gave, I'm just going to put it here. And I need to assign someone, so I'll assign the team member and save. Now, if you're using the normal one, just override availability so that if you're not using the premium functions, just choose the normal one so that if there's an appointment already there, it will book an appointment over that appointment as well. So you'll have to do the same for each of it. So just copy this, paste in each of them, workflows or conditions. And once I do this, I just have to go and change the calendar. For Matthew Robert, this is for James Daniel. To select a team member, save it. This is for William Anderson. Yeah, once you actually do this with all the calendars, your Voki is ready to use, and you can call and book appointments in multiple calendars. Thank you.